After finishing Shadow Generations for the first time, I still wanted to see everything that the game had to offer, so I did what any logical person would do and I 200%ed the game in a day. You might be wondering what the difference between 100% and 200% completion is. You're able to choose between playing any stage with or without Doom Wings after unlocking it near the end of the game. 100% completion doesn't require you to beat both versions of the stage, but 200% does. I'll be grabbing all of the collectibles and beating every stage with an S rank, both with and without Doom Wings. I'll also be ranking every stage and boss fight in terms of difficulty, including the hard mode variants. Since Space Colony Arc is the first level, it was very easy, which I mean, I would hope so, right? I S ranked it on my first try, D tier. I had to replay Act 2 a few times to access a shortcut that took me to one of the medals, but it was also a very easy S rank, D tier. Rail Canyon was a very easy S rank, especially with the shortcuts I mentioned in my previous video, D tier. I did run into some mishaps along the way though.
Okay, what even happened there?
Chaos Control makes Act 2 a piece of cake. Easy S rank, D tier. Kingdom Valley is a fun stage with one hidden medal. Easy S rank, C tier. Chaos Control makes Act 2 very fun, but ultimately easy, D tier. Sunset Heights has an alternate route on this bridge with the last medal on it. It took me longer than I would like to admit to find it, B tier.
Oh, okay, well I guess I had, have I missed the medal? I hope not.
Act 2 has an underwater level transition where it's easy to miss medals if you aren't paying attention, C tier. Chaos Island is one of the longer stages. Medals are scattered around the stage, but they're not hard to find, C tier. Act 2 is one of the shorter and easier levels, D tier. I won't sugarcoat it, I spent more than an hour on this stage. Finding all of the medals was exhausting. I replayed this stage so many times wondering if I missed them along the way before accidentally discovering them. I needed Doom Wings to access the last medal, and once I collected it, I had to actually get the S rank. Then, I had to go back and S rank the stage again without using Doom Wings. This one was brutal, especially coming off of the easiest levels in the game. Maybe it's a good thing only the challenge acts have hard modes. Easy S tier, but not so easy S rank. Act 2's narrow, rotating platforms, small rails, and enemies at almost every turn make tight timing and execution necessary. This one was hard, but not as hard as Act 1, easy A tier. Next, we move on to the challenge acts. Each level has 3 challenge acts, so I'll be ranking them all in groups of 3 at a time. Space Colony Arc Act 1's challenge acts are very easy, and the same goes for Act 2's. They both go in D tier. Rail Canyon Act 1 and Act 2 step up the difficulty by adding stricter timing. They both go in C tier. Crush with Surf Spin from Kingdom Valley has a well-hidden medal in a very short stage, making it easy to miss. The hard mode version is full of explosives that will stop you in your tracks, and if you miss the crate at the end of the stage, then you have to replay this fairly difficult level to get there again, B tier. The last challenge act of Kingdom Valley requires quick timing, as there are many obstacles that can catch you by surprise, C tier. Every challenge act in the first half of Sunset Heights is riddled with spikes, requiring careful platforming while maximizing efficiency, B tier. The second half of Sunset Heights is very easy and nothing remarkable, D tier. The first half of Chaos Island has some of the shortest challenge acts in the game, very easy, D tier. In Act 2's challenge acts, there are spikes, lasers, and other obstacles that punish reckless platforming. The gondola moves slowly and is not always reliable, C tier. Radical Highway doesn't have challenge acts, so now we can move on to the boss fights. Bio-Lizard is the first boss in the game, so beating it with an S rank is pretty easy. There is a very limited amount of rings in the Bio-Lizard boss fight on hard mode, so you have to be careful but act quickly. A single mistake can be the difference between a fight that lasts 5 minutes and 1 hour, which I found out the hard way, B tier. Metal Overlord is lenient, making it possible to S rank even with multiple mistakes, C tier. In hard mode, memorizing the layout of the arena to deal maximum damage is necessary to S rank Metal Overlord. Even after taking several shortcuts at the start, the last part of the fight is the hardest. It's not a direct confrontation anymore, it's a battle of timing and endurance, and every bit of damage is crucial. It took me around an hour to get an S rank, A tier. Hard mode Mephiles is largely the same as his regular counterpart, making for a fairly easy fight. It took me a few tries, but nowhere near as long as the last 2 bosses. Normal mode, D tier. Hard mode, C tier. Despite being the final boss, Devil Doom is actually the easiest boss in the game. He doesn't even have a hard mode version. The timing isn't as demanding as the other bosses, but the fight is so long that what worried me the most was having to wait until after I beat him to see if I made an S rank, and I pulled through, D tier. It's pretty anticlimactic, isn't it? Thanks for watching. If you have any recommendations, make sure to leave them in the comments. But before you leave, here are some highlights from my playthrough.
Yep. So we're playing Sonic X Shadow Generations, but mostly the Shadow Generations. Yeah, only the Shadow Generations actually. And I am going to try to get an S rank on all the stages, and I'm also going to try and complete the bosses and the levels on hard mode, also with an S rank, and open all the chests on the map. And as you can see, I actually have completed Orbot and Cubot's little rocket ship here. It's actually a clock, which I collected all 80 pieces across the map during my regular playthrough. I'm pretty disappointed that the stages themselves don't have a hard mode to them. It's only the challenge acts that have a hard mode to them. And seeing as how there's only 10 hard challenge lists in the boss fights, I feel like this challenge is going to be very short. I can't imagine this would be too hard, although it has been a while since I've played the game. Oh, wow. I did say it had been a while. I know what I must do. It's lock in time. Okay. There we go. No way, no way, no way, no way. No way. It was here this whole time? It was here this whole time. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. I did it. All the hard work we accomplished. As you can see, S rank on every stage. All medals. Stage list. As you can see, S rank on every stage with the medals. And now we head over to the collection room. And we have the cuckoo from the clock. And that's it. We unlocked everything. We're done. We did it.